Good morning, guys. Hope everyone's having a good day. I just wanted to check in with you for your morning motivation. And I was thinking this morning about resolving conflicts. I was having this discussion with one of my sons about the best ways to resolve conflict. And it's so true that you can get so much more done being nice to people than screaming and yelling and forcing your agenda down their throat. So I wanted to kind of run through ways to resolve conflict. So first of all, you have to figure out that you even have a conflict. Like, you might not even realize what's going on. You just know that every time you see that person or they walk into a room, your blood just boils. So there's some kind of underlying conflict there. So you need to figure out what that is and get to the root of it. The first thing you're going to want to do is, before you approach that person, sit down and write down what you think your concerns are or what you think the conflict is. You want to be very focused so you don't just go in and everything's all over the place. You want to be very focused, say this is what I think the conflict is, and then go from there. You always want to address the root of the problem. It might seem like the root of the problem is something tiny, but typically that's not the case. And this is in any kind of relationship with your husband, girlfriend, whatever. The tiny thing might make you explode, but it's not the tiny thing that you're pissed about. So figure it out, write it down, be very concise before even approaching the person and asking to meet with them. Number two, you need to stay calm. Now, I'm an Italian woman. We are very verbal. I married a man who shoves everything under the rug, doesn't like conflict, or confrontation, I should say. And when I was in my 20s, I would just blow up and go nutso. I have calmed down since then and realized that that is not the way to act. It's not the way a lady's supposed to act, or just a human being. We shouldn't just like blow up and expect everybody to conform to us. So always stay calm. Keep the resolution as your goal, as the light at the end of the tunnel. Be focused on that so you don't get sidetracked onto other things. Brainstorm with that person and ask them for ways that, they think y'all could resolve it. And then if tensions do flare up, take breaks. Step back, take a 5-minute break, and then come back to it. Something that's very, very important is number 3, listen and allow them to talk. So you don't want to interrupt. You don't want to get defensive. You want to listen to what they're saying, maybe even take down notes so you can come back and address those issues when it's time for you to talk. But you need to accept differing views. I have identical twin boys, and they are personality-wise 100% different from each other. So I told them a long time ago, they have got to just learn how to accept each other's differing opinions or views and appreciate that they're different. Okay? So that's important. Number 4, ask lots of questions. And once again, going back to the listening, always wait for the pause in the conversation before you jump in to say something. So, don't be sarcastic or ask hostile questions. Just listen and answer once there's a pause, and just watch your tone and how you're answering questions. Number 5, ask follow-up questions. So, for example, instead of saying, and like I said, don't be sarcastic or hostile. Instead of saying, when did you notice that I stopped returning your calls? That's the right way to say it. The sarcastic way would be, well, did you try the million other ways to get in touch with me? So that's sarcastic. Saying, when did you notice? Or when did you start feeling that way? instead of, you know, throwing back a zinger. Don't throw back any zingers. It gets nothing done, except you both get hot and bothered and you want to argue. Number 6, be creative and brainstorm with each other. Ask for ideas on how we can solve this, or what do you think we should do? Just be open to differing views and different ideas. Like I said, take lots of breaks if you need to, or if you feel like it's escalating, you know, just to kind of bring it back down. Always stay positive. So say your best friend borrowed your car without asking. Instead of saying, I got really mad when you borrowed my car without asking, you know, why'd you do that? Say, can we both set up some rules for in the future, if you need to borrow my car, this is how it will go. Or your roommate takes your clothes without asking, same thing. Hey, can we set up some guidelines because I really wanted to wear that outfit, but you wore it last night. You know, so it comes across in a different way than, I'm just really pissed at you. So don't do that. The last and final thing is find common ground with the person. Something that you both agree on, and hang on to that common ground, and then move forward from that common ground. So I think you'll find if you go this route, you'll get a lot more accomplished, and you'll feel better. You won't be angry all the time. You know, the sight of this person won't enrage you, or make your skin crawl. So it's better to go that route. And that's in any relationship, business, personal, whatever. I learned the hard way that my way was not the right way. And I have since, after 50 years of being this way, I've learned that it's better to just, you know, stay calm, talk it out like grown-ups, and not act like an immature little child who pitches a tantrum. Okay, so I hope that helps you guys this morning. Thank you, Raquel and Roxanne, for being on, and I'm sure I'll see you soon. Post any comments and be sure to share this video with anybody you think needs some help with conflict resolution. Alrighty, have a good day. Bye.